Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Çavuşoğlu has met with his Iranian counterpart Javad Zarif in Ankara. The ministers' discussion focused mainly on economic and trade relations. The war in Syria was also discussed, with both sides agreeing to increase cooperation in order to try and resolve the conflict.
There are areas where we have consensus regarding the integrity of Syria. Territorial integrity of Syria is very important. We had differences of opinion on a number of matters until now, but even then we never stopped the conversation. We would like to see a permanent solution in Syria, and we believe that Iran will play a constructive role. We have been holding this view from the very beginning. It's very important for our countries to cooperate regarding the issue of terrorism. We deem Iranian stability as the stability of Turkey, and we believe that Iran thinks the same way.
Well, let's go now live to Hasan Abdullah in Ankara. In fact, we will be going live to Hasan Abdullah in Ankara a little bit later on in the programme to get reaction to that press conference. In fact, we can go to Hasan Abdullah live. He's there now. Hasan, you were there, then you weren't, you are. What did you make of what they had to say?
Paul, there were primarily two areas of focus, economic relations and regional security. On the side of the economy, both the foreign ministers agreed that the trade volume should be at least $30 billion, that there should be more cooperation when it comes to the gas and energy sector and tourism sector. They also discussed ways to bring in more mutual investment. Now, on the issue of regional security and stability, Turkey argued that the policies Iran is pursuing in Syria are sectarian-driven and that they are internationalizing the conflict and that it's exacerbating the situation. Turkey argued that some of the local resistance movements that started off against a regime which they regard as illegitimate sort of radicalized as a result of some of the policies Iran and Russia had been pursuing in Syria. So Turkey said that there has to be a clear difference made between terrorist groups like Daesh and Jabhat al-Nusra and those local individuals who have sort of come together as groups, and they are fighting against what they regard as a illegitimate regime and basically against its oppression. Now, Turkey proposed that the future and the fate of the Syrian people should be decided by the Syrian people themselves. And later on, we heard Iranian Foreign Minister agreeing that the Syrian people should take charge of their own fate. There are still a number of differences that we understand will be discussed in the coming weeks between authorities from both the countries.
Is there a significance to the timing of this meeting, Hasan?
Yes, there certainly is. We've, of course, had the presidents of Turkey and Russia meet just a few days ago, and of course that has provided a certain leverage to Turkey, and Iran seems to understand that. Now, President Erdogan had put forward a number of proposals to his Russian counterpart, and we understand from Turkish officials that that President Putin agreed on many of those proposals, and of course one of the proposals was that Russia should be reviewing some of its policies and alliances in Syria. Now, that provides a certain bargaining position to Turkey. Iran understands that. Iran seems to understand that Turkey is sort of going back to its strong regional position, and it gives Turkey a certain leverage. And of course, the policies, once they are reviewed, ultimately they are going to augur well, not just for Turkey, but also for Iran. Both countries are trying to have an economic-centric sort of policies, focus on their economies, and the Turkish foreign minister today has argued that for there to be strong economic relations between Turkey and Iran, it is imperative that Iran reviews some of its policies when it comes to Syria. But we understand that this is not going to be the last meeting in this regard. There will be more meetings in the coming weeks.
Okay, Hasan, thank you very much.